Video on mouse breeding, on equipment that I use. It works out really good. Husbandry skills and whatnot. So anyways, these containers here, these Sterilite 20-quart containers, it's a 5-gallon container. It's a little bit bigger size-wise than a 5-gallon tank, obviously smaller than a 10-gallon tank, but it works out really good for keeping the mice separate, especially when they're pregnant and ready to pop, and also for nursing and whatnot. I have a stand for my snake cage that my father built for me that holds 6 of these containers. I keep my 3 females when they're pregnant or nursing in the top ones. My male, when he's not, trying to knock them up, he stays in his own container in the bottom, and then these other 2 ones here I have for the babies when I have to separate them at 4 weeks, which is when somewhere between 3.5 and 4 weeks you're going to want to separate the males from the females, because at 4 weeks they can get pregnant, as disturbing as that is. But when my females are not pregnant or nursing, I keep them all in this 10-gallon tank over here, which has a running wheel and toys and stuff for them to play with, keep them occupied. I do have 1 female in there now, but in the last 3 months she hasn't been pregnant, so she will be a feeder. Alright, off to the equipment that I use. Again, this is a 20-quart Sterilite container from Walmart. This container costs $5. It's very inexpensive, and this whole entire setup, one of these is like $13 or something like that to make. I mean, it's $5 for the container. The water bottle at Walmart, I get all this stuff at Walmart. It was like $5 for the container. It was $2 for the water bottle, $2.28 or something like that for this chewable stick, which is good for them to climb on in. It's good for them to keep their teeth filed down. And then for the house, I bought these little bowls. This is a salsa bowl. It was like $1.50, and you just cut a hole in it for a door, and it works perfect because it's nice and big. They can have all the babies in there, no problem. And then for a food dish, also in the same department as the bowls, I got this, it's a condiment cup, which is nice and deep. It works good for holding the food. And what I did was cut a hole in the top lid, and I took a soldering iron and I melted some hard wire cloth into it. Worked out really good on that. And then I took the soldering iron and I popped a couple of holes in these containers. One's for the water dish, as you can see. Keeps it on the outside so they can't climb all over it. And another hole on the other side is for the stick. As for the actual breeding of the mice, it's extremely easy. You basically just throw a couple of females in a tank with a male, and within a month or 2 you should have babies. I currently have 2 females that are nursing. Obviously that one was born on November 3rd, November 9th, and I have a very pregnant, really cool colored blonde mouse. She's actually almost gold, and she is ginormous. She's ready to burst. Alright, show you the babies. I'll have my daughter pull out the container. These ones here are almost 2 weeks old. They'll be 2 weeks on Tuesday. There's the mama. And these guys are little fuzzies. This is her first batch of babies, and she had 12, which is a pretty good size load. These guys are starting to wander around a bit, which is causing her to lose her mind every time I have to clean this. And part of husbandry skills, if I can jump onto that, would be keeping the shavings clean. You're going to want it to stay as dry as possible in there. And I change these twice a week. I do every Wednesday and every Sunday. All right, you can put that house back in there before she has a heart attack. So the more often you clean it, the better it smells. Because if you don't clean it very often, they do stink. And I'm sure they don't appreciate sitting in that. And you definitely will not appreciate smelling it. Okay, get the next one. These babies here are a little less than a week old, and they're still pinkies. These things are really cool. This is her first litter also, and she had 13 in this one. That was a whopper. You can see all those little fellas right there. And then see how I did that chewable stick? Works out really good. And with a water bottle and the food dish. Okay, you can put that back. Don't mind us constantly clearing our throats. Everyone in my house is sick right now. Now we'll get to the last female, the one that I cannot wait to see what the babies have for colors. I'm hoping that I had at least a couple of blondies in this batch of babies, but I don't know if you'll be able to see the color really good. But see her, she is a fatty. She's very, very nice color. See how fat she is? Look at the baby bumps. Holy moly. She is on the verge of popping. A beautiful, beautiful color. I cannot wait for her to have those babies and to see them grow up a little bit. It's really easy to take care of them, but honestly, if you change the shavings a couple times a week, it'll stay pretty clean. I mean, they're constantly knocking their food dish over or spilling food all over the place. I think they do it on purpose. Honestly, I think they like to bury it. But they're extremely easy to breed and easy to take care of. I get my pellets from Walmart, and it's like every box is like $2 and something cents. And it's the nuggets. It's basically an all-in-one. It's supposed to be high protein diet, and a lot of vitamins and stuff. And then for the mamas, I'll throw in a couple of these, because they're made with real yogurt, which is really good for them. And then throw a little bit of a couple pieces of dog food here and there, like the hard dog food, because it's got the meat and everything in it, which is also good for them, the protein. And you can also give them some chicken or some hamburger. I don't know about hamburger, but little chunks of steak. But for the most part, all you really need to do, if you don't want to go all out crazy, is just use those little the pellets, because it's a fairly good all-in-one meal. It has everything that they need. I like to give them a little extra stuff to hopefully make them a little bit healthier. But that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment box and I will reply to you. I do get the alerts on my phone, so I should reply to you within a day or so. Other than that, thanks for watching. Any other questions or comments, like I said, leave a message and I will get back to you. Alright, thanks for watching.